Hey everybody, welcome to Vegans Talking Shit. I'm Joey.
I'm John.
I'm Vanessa.
I'm Brad.
We're going to continue our discussion about whether or not it's hard to go vegan or religion, whichever.
And stay vegan.
And stay vegan, yes. But I think we are probably talking religion right now. All right, so...
I just want to know when I'm getting paid.
You're getting paid with Vanessa's food.
Yeah.
Oh,
He didn't like.
He didn't like it?
He
I
said
think
that it was missing tofu
Too much flavor.
or not enough flavor.
that's not what
He likes
why-
bland food.
You're putting words in my mouth.
Wait a minute, it was not enough tofu?
You left the 3 tofus to him.
Let's
I'm
have
sorry,
an
that's my
episode about
fault.
Brad's taste buds. Or lack of.
That's bad.
True, I am.
Okay, well let's continue the discussion.
You know, we're talking about religion and
Well, I mean, honestly, when it comes to sexuality, I think that religion is stupid because, I mean, any religion basically says gay people are an abomination. I think that's disgraceful.
That's why everybody should be Buddhist.
Buddhists, they don't have homophobia.
it's not even a religion, Buddhism.
Of
It
course
isn't?
it is.
No, not really. It's kind of a way of life.
Ask ChatGPT.
Some people say it's a way of life.
Some people
Yes,
say, but it was the
Vanessa.
first, the second religion.
Some
What was
people
the
say
first?
it's a way of
The
life.
first or the second? I think it's the first religion. Ask ChatGPT. It is a religion.
But there's no God. It's different. There's not like a God.
Isn't Buddha the god?
No.
No?
No.
Buddha is a man like like Jesus Christ.
Like just a fat guy?
No, actually was not exactly. Because it has few Buddhas. Anybody can be a Buddha. Because Buddha is the person that can see the truth. You know, he gets like
Enlightenment?
Yeah, so, and everybody can do it. Everybody can be. He just left
Not
like
me.
some...
Even me?
Yeah, everybody. Everybody is a person with this potential. And actually, we believe in some powerful force that really runs the entire universe.
Yeah.
We don't give the name as a god, but it is like the same force.
Right.
Let's put it like that. So
It's a religion, but some people do not see Buddhism, especially in the West,
we don't.
as a religion. Instead, they may view it as a philosophy, a way of life, a psychological system.
But it is a religion.
Well, some people don't see it as a religion.
Well, some people don't see as many things as religion.
Well, some people
No,
don't
it's
see
different.
Judaism as a
Yeah.
It's
religion.
a religion.
Yeah, they do.
So,
There are some people who their religion is inherently hateful of Jews. I don't know if they would consider that a religion or if they would consider that a culture.
I don't think religion is hateful. It's people who are hateful of
Yeah.
other.
Well said, Brad.
So,
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
But I do stand by what I said about a lot of religions do teach that it's okay to hate gay people. And that I'll never back. And also the Bible says that it's okay to own slaves.
yeah.
So
The Bible says so many things that,
I mean, the
doesn't
Bible
match
puts
with anything.
lying at the same level as murder. So the only crime worse is blasphemy. So the Bible has its issues that I'm not cool with. Now, I think that the Bible is awesome. I mean, Jesus, if you want to read a dark, dark book, read the Bible. But a lot of them read the Bible and use it literally, but they pick and choose. Like they'll read the part about, I think it's Leviticus, where it says something about gay people, but it's a negative thing about gay people. And in that same book, Leviticus, they say something about not painting your body or something like that. So these same people, they'll hate gay people, but have tattoos. It's a very, very pick and choose kind of thing with a lot of people.
Yeah.
So while I get what you're saying, Brad, I think that there's a lot of material in the Bible that makes people feel like they have a license to hate. And I have real issues with that
Well,
because
it's not just the Bible, it's the Quran.
Let's go be Buddhist. That's why I'm saying to you guys.
I want to be a Jedi. That's a religion.
Jedi is closer to Buddhism.
yeah.
Yeah?
it is.
Oh, yeah.
You really want to be a Buddhist.
Well, there's no God in Buddhism.
No. There is a power that runs the universe, but
Sounds
there
like
is no God.
sounds like a Jedi.
Yeah, we are very Jedi. And we believe in our power.
Yeah.
So nothing is on others. It's always on me. I'm responsible for my life. I'm responsible for every single thing I do, for example, we have like an expression that I like a lot. They say like, if you want to know how was your past, how you did in your past, look your present. And if you want to see how you be your future, look your present.
Yeah.
It's existentialism. Basically.
Existentialism.
Right.
Are you making jokes?
No.
That's not why would you say?
No.
I don't know, because you are looking to me like making like almost like a joke.
He's saying the word carefully because it's a tough word.
It's a tough word too. It's
you.
a philosophy that you just described. Responsibility for your own actions and your future action. That your past, yes, your past is your past, but at some point you got to take responsibility about your future and your own control.
Yeah.
So
Well, it's about living in the presence, Buddhism. That's what meditation is about too.
and that's why I like cats, because they live in the present.
Oh, there's a
wish I
leap.
knew-
I think all animals kind of live in the present.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They're
That's
not
where
thinking
pain-
about their regrets or their future.
John, did you ever watch the animated series Clone Wars?
No, I don't really like animation.
Okay, well, in the Clone Wars
Except The
animated
Simpsons.
not Family Guy?
I like Family Guy
Okay.
too.
Well, in the Clone Wars animated
What was
series,
the robot one? Not
Futurama?
Yes,
Yeah.
I liked Futurama.
Yeah.
I didn't watch.
Okay, Vanessa, I want you to know that I am gonna make a point as it relates to religion. Okay, so in Clone Wars, there's an episode where Anakin and Ahsoka and Obi-Wan Kenobi, they go to a planet where the Force gods live. So there is a god of the light side. There is a god of the dark side. They're brother and sister. And then there's the father, who is like the balance of the Force. But you see the brother and sister constantly fighting. So according to that episode of the Clone Wars, the title of which I'm forgetting, there is a God for the good and the bad side of the Force.
In Buddhist, they believe that the good and bad is inside of you. So we talk about like 10 states of life, and it's all inside of us.
Yeah.
And we decide if you want to make the best ones lightning or the worst ones.
Yeah.
And this actually it is, because we're not good all the time. Sometimes you're bad. Everybody, if you really think about it, is for sure. But some religions, they want to just took this out and say like, oh, is a evil, like everything bad that happened that people's lives, like, oh, it's the evils. There's happening many kind of religions that they try blame all the time something external.
Yeah.
And they are doing like a bunch. The person is doing a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
And they want like a great life. Come on. Like, look at your actions. You're not seeing your actions. Like, come on.
Do you believe in reincarnation?
Oh yeah, we do.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. So do you believe you've been here before, or this is your first
I believe I've been here before and that you'll be back.
Have you ever read a book called Many Lives, Many Masters?
No, it's good.
Yeah, it's really good. Really, really good. It's interesting. And while I can't say I agree with it 100% or I believe it 100%, it definitely is interesting reading, and I'm open to the possibility. It basically, with scientific data, gets into how some people may have experienced past lives while under hypnosis. It's really interesting, and I think you would like it. But it gets into that. It gets into the possibility of reincarnation, but not as an animal, but you as a human being, you come back and I think what they're trying to say in the book is that with each life, you learn more and you keep going and going. And it's interesting. I really enjoyed it. It's nonfiction. It's not like it's a novel. It's a nonfiction book, and I found it very interesting. I think you would like it.
I think you take a note to read, because it's definitely something that is make me very interesting on it.
Yeah.
We believe that we can come back as an animal.
Yeah.
Depend on how we believe that has an evolution, but you can come back as an animal.
So if you
Depend
come
on
back
how
as an
you're-
animal, is it punishment?
could be depending on which
So like
kind.
if you mistreated animals, or maybe if you were a carnivore, you come back as an animal.
we could.
That's pretty terrifying.
You
I'm glad I'm
could.
vegan.
I'm very logical normally, and I never were very religious, even though my mom put us in many different kind of religion my
Yeah.
entire life. even Mormon.
Really?
Yes. So, but when I found Buddhism, it started making like so much sense for me because I can't really understand when a baby born with health issues.
Ugh, God, that's so
I
sad.
can't understand this. And I
Yeah.
cannot also understand why some people born in a nice family, have a good education, has money to eat, and other kids born starving
Yeah.
or with parents that abuse them. Like, why is this, like God is up there, like just choosing, you, a soul that never been life before?
Yeah.
Both souls, never lived before. But you, I'm going to send you for a good family. And you, I'm going to send for a bad family. This
Yeah.
doesn't make any sense, like real sense,
Yeah.
if
yeah.
you think about it. So
I
the only
agree.
explanation for me, like more, like could be the most real one, is because we lived it before.
Yeah.
And maybe you have some bills to pay in this life,
Yeah.
That's can sound crazy for people, but
No, that's an interesting take. And the book that I read, the book I mentioned, Many Lives, Many Masters, what you're saying makes total sense, as it relates to that book. There's this other book I read. They ended up making a movie about it. The book was called, or the book is called, What Dreams May Come.
Yeah, that was good. Robin Williams.
Well, the movie's okay. The book is amazing. The book by Richard Matheson, the movie, or what's covered in the movie, is scratching the surface of what's in the book. The writer, Richard Matheson, he writes this little author's note introduction kind of thing where he says that the science behind this book is real. The story itself is fictional, but the science behind it is real. And the science is that this writer, and he has a bibliography in the back of the book so he can, tell you all the facts that he got and where he got the facts. It gets into life after death. And he went through he looked at all these different cultures, different countries, and countries that, like really primitive cultures where they don't have the means to communicate with other countries and other communities. He looked for consistencies with people who died for a few minutes in what they saw. And when he put those consistencies together, he put them all in that book. So that book, What Dreams May Come, gives almost like a blueprint of what you can expect after you die. So What Dreams May Come, the movie, doesn't get into that at all. It gets into that whole thing where Robin Williams is literally going to hell to save his wife, his soulmate.
Right.
But the book is so much more than that.
She killed herself, right? That's why
Right. Yeah.
he went to hell to save her. Yeah.
Right. And the book blew me away. The movie was like disappointing because all the stuff that I found so fascinating in the book. And as I think I told you guys, I've been a paranormal investigator. I've done, for lack of a better word, ghost hunting. I don't like using that word because we're not hunting ghosts, but yeah, I've done that whole thing as a paranormal investigator. So a lot of what I read in that book, it was just fascinating to me because of my experiences as a paranormal investigator and knowing that life is complicated.
do you believe in the reincarnation or not?
I am open to the possibility of
Okay.
reincarnation. I can't say that I'm 100%, a believer, but I am open to the possibility.
How about you, Brad?
No, I don't believe it.
You don't believe?
But again, anything's possible. So,
But what exactly do you believe?
what do you mean?
You believe in something or not? When we
Religious
die?
what?
Yeah, when you die or religious, like, what do you believe?
I don't know. Nothingness.
Well, out of
think we
everyone
just
in this room, you're the only one who almost died.
That is true.
Yeah.
Do you
I didn't.
believe? No, nothing. Like when getting
Oh,
our
yeah.
time.
Oh. I don't. I just don't. I think it's finite. I really do. But so
So you think
I don't want to
once you're dead,
insult
you're dead.
anyone because you guys got
No, we
beliefs
don't
and-
insult.
Dude, that's not what this is about.
Okay.
We want to hear your opinion.
We disagree all the time too.
Oh my God, have you not heard us?
Yeah. No. I think this world is finite, and
So you think
there's
once you're dead, you're dead. You're buried and that's it.
yeah.
Okay, that's
and it's beneficial. You want to. I hate to say it, but it's beneficial to want a a life after, right?
That's why religion started.
So that's why it's influencing you implicitly to think that way. I think like, oh, there's another life or another. We don't. Who wants to?
That's literally why religion started.
Yeah.
Because people are like, what? This is it? So they had to create.
I don't think that's all. I think it's about control. Also,
Yeah.
think about it. And there was no legal governmental institutions 3,000 years ago. You want to control your society. So,
It was essentially a very, very primitive theocracy.
yes.
Yeah.
This is interesting. Do you know what the most vegan-friendly religion in the world is?
Which one?
Buddhism.
Hinduism?
No.
What?
Buddhism is number 2, they say. At least ChatGPT says it.
Rastafarian?
No, but it's up there. Jainism.
What is that?
What is
I've heard of it.
I think that's a form of Buddhism.
It's no. Well, I can prompt ChatGPT again, but it teaches ahimsa, nonviolence to an extreme degree.
Ahimsa. I've heard that. I know a couple of yoga teachers who talk about that.
They even avoid harming insects.
Oh, that's impossible.
Most Jains are strict vegetarians, and many avoid root vegetables like onions or potatoes to prevent harming plants. Many Jains are vegan, avoiding dairy because of cruelty to animals. I believe it's from India. Jainism.
Yeah.
I've heard of
they
it.
eat?
Yeah. But I mean, that whole thing about not killing insects, have they lived in Florida?
Probably not.
Yeah.
So they can't drive then, cars or anything.
Right.
Let's see, where did it? Yeah, India around the 6th century BC. It started.
Well, Joe, you lived back then in reincarnation. Right?
I
Tell
may.
us about it.
I think if I lived back then, I was probably a Roman. I was living in Rome doing Roman things.
Why did you say that? That's disgusting.
What are you thinking I meant? I meant as an emperor. But a good emperor like Claudius, not a sicko like Caligula.
What I was?
Egyptian.
You were Joan of Arc.
Oh, I like that. She has a little bit of a Joan of
You
Arc.
think?
That's so bad.
Absolutely.
Like,
Yeah, there's 4.2 million Jains around the world.
There's a lot.
Mostly in India, but there's 100,000 in the U.S. Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah.
How many Buddhists?
Oh, there's a lot more than that. I think Buddhism is probably the 4th largest. Islam, I think, is number 1. Then Christianity, then Judaism, and then Buddhism.
not
Wow.
Judaism.
No, I don't.
No?
Way down there.
Yeah, I don't think.
Way down there. Yeah.
What about kosher?
I think in Buddhist probably is.
What about
high.
kosher?
Kosher is, if I'm not mistaken, giving animals like a quick death.
Yeah.
Like there's no factory farming involved, theoretically.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. At least there's that, I guess.
I don't know if it can help
Let's
much.
see what we
but
got here.
Yeah.
Christianity, 2.4 billion.
What?
Islam, 2 billion. Hinduism, 1.2. Buddhism, 500 million. Then it goes way down.
Okay. So,
Sikhism, 26. Judaism, 15 million.
so we're almost
You're
catching up
7.
on you guys. Another couple million and we'll.
No, billion.
Oh.
Judaism has 15 million. 1.5.
Oh, not
Christian-
15 billion? I thought you said 15 billion.
Christianity's 2.4. But that includes Catholics, Protestants, Orthodox, and others. Islam's 2 billion. Islam will catch Christianity, though.
Probably.
Because the countries that
The birth
Islam, the birth
Yeah.
rate's so much higher.
Like Italy, I think it's 1.2 children per birth mother.
Oh, it's probably
You can't.
low.
You
And
can't.
it's low here.
You need.
too.
You need over 2 just to survive. Go forward, right?
Why is Italy that low?
It's an older population. Japan also.
China, too. Maybe not China.
No, China, no.
China used to have it, though.
They
China used
have.
to have the law, right?
One kid.
But-
Only one kid.
And now they want to have a lot of kids, right?
I don't know if they want to have a lot of kids because they're a huge population. So I don't know. But
Yeah, they have billions of people.
What about vegans? The vegan population.
2%.
How many vegans are having kids?
well, the problem is the most vegans we know don't want kids. So I don't know.
What is with us? Do we not
think-
like kids?
we
How
think
many
too
vegans
much.
do you think are in the world?
Around the
I
world?
think we think
Yeah.
too much.
500 million.
No way.
Not even close.
Really?
Yeah.
I have
Too
no
much.
idea.
20 million?
More.
100?
Yeah. 80 to 100 million. The U.S. is 10 million, 3 to 4%. UK is 1 to 2 million. Germany, 1 to 2 million.
India?
What about India?
India has several million, mostly
They're
vegetarian, but
vegetarian.
growing
They're not the
vegan.
vegan.
Oh,
movement.
vegan. You think it's
They're
that much?
vegetarian.
That's what it says. It
wow.
says 80 to 100 million. That's what chat says.
Can't be wrong then.
No, ChatGPT. God is never wrong.
Oh, Jesus.
It can be wrong because one of the day I was searching about these headphones. I asked about Dyson, and they say that Dyson doesn't have headphones.
Brad, do you
Can-
know what country has
it
the
can be wrong.
most vegans percentage-wise?
Japan?
England.
Not even close. Japan's not even that high. They have all the fish.
Oh. I don't know.
Israel.
England?
Oh,
Israel.
really?
Yeah.
Thanks, Brad.
Shalom.
England might be
Shalom.
up there. England probably
Shabbat
too.
Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Today is the Sabbath.
Oh, that's right. So, okay, one last thing about religion, because I was getting into how the Bible encourages slavery, or at least accepts slavery.
Yeah. Well, wait a minute. But slavery would exist whether we had religion or not. Come on.
I'm not so sure about that. We'll never know.
Yes, we do.
The Puritans and
All
the
society,
founding fathers,
throughout history, all societies have slavery separate from religion.
all societies have
You
religion.
can't put that all on religion. Come on. It's like we would all be good without religion. No.
Well, that's true. I mean,
right.
I'm agnostic, and I think I'm a good person. But okay,
Debatable.
you're right. Actually, it is debatable.
Kidding.
But-
You're a great person, Joseph.
Thank you.
I'm not saying that religion, if you read the text like you did, justified it or rationalized it. I'm just saying that without religion, all these deleterious and negative things in our society still would exist.
Yes. I mean, I would. Yeah, I think homophobia would exist
Yeah.
with or without. But I do think that some use the Bible to justify their hate.
Yes, I agree.
It's not just the Bible, though. You keep saying that just to call you out a little bit, because it is the Quran. It is the Torah.
Well, what I'm
It
about to
is-
say is
it
specific to the Bible.
A lot of them, yeah. They
Okay, but what I'm getting to is the Bible is an incomplete text. There were gospels written by others. The Gospel of Enoch, the Gospel according to Mary Magdalene, it was excised from the Bible, the Gnostic Bible. Do you know that whole story?
no.
Okay. Basically, the Bible excised a couple of chapters, including the one that was regarding Mary Magdalene, because they didn't want a woman to have any kind of authority in the Bible. It is all about the men.
Well, women didn't even get to vote until what, 1967?
No. 1919. 1960.
Was it 1919?
Yeah.
You sure?
I'm pretty
Before
sure.
Prohibition?
19th Amendment? Yeah, 19th Amendment.
Women's
1990.
suffrage. It's suffrage, right?
Yeah,
Women's
1919.
Susan
I
B.
literally thought
Anthony.
it was in the 60s.
So are you kidding?
No,
You're kidding
I'm
me
not
now.
kidding.
Wait a minute, but
26.
I mean, I think it's far scarier to know, when were women allowed to use their own credit cards? Do you know that?
Well, credit cards is a fairly recent thing. I mean, the past 50 years, right?
That's
When-
kind of not the point, though. When credit cards first came out,
It's-
women were not allowed to have them.
Yeah.
And that you're just saying it's a recent thing, and therefore recently.
Yeah. Okay, I get your logic.
Yeah.
I get your point.
Yeah.
Well taken.
Thank
We'll
you.
take it.
Thank you.
One question.
Yeah.
What do you think the most vegans religions are?
That's a great question.
Christianity.
You think Christianity?
Only because it's the biggest religion in the world. I think Christianity.
What about Hinduism?
Yeah, but I mean, just looking at our group.
Well, the Hinduism is
But
vegetarian.
we're also in
Oh, vegan.
United
Yeah.
States.
Yeah.
Okay, got you.
Yeah, because the Buddhist population, many of them are vegan and are Buddhist.
What about the Dalai Lama?
Well, Dalai Lama is a different kind of Buddhist too. There is many kind, like Christianity.
Yeah.
Christianism.
Christianity?
Christianity is the same. Is the same. You know, has the evangelics. There is the Catholics and it's the same as Buddhist. Doesn't have only one kind. It has
So-
many kind. Dalai Lama is Tibet Buddhist.
Oh, okay.
So I follow more the Japanese one, but it has many others.
Where is it from? Where is it from, Buddhism?
I think it's starting in Tibet or
It's big in Tibet and
Yeah.
Thailand. It's really big. Thailand, it might be the highest population. I think everyone in Thailand is basically a Buddhist. Maybe Tibet too.
So we've been recording for an hour and 15 minutes, and after
Oh my God.
all this, I have to ask: is it hard to go vegan?
I think for many people, probably it is because there's so many people that went vegan for years and gave up.
Yeah.
You know, right now for us it's fine, but my only vegan friend I had, she gave up.
Yeah.
And
True.
she gave up, and it's pretty sad. They always come up with this health stuff, this and that, and those. Cannot judge because everybody knows their own path. But was the only person I knew, and actually, she was not like so straight vegan. Sometimes he was like cheating here and there because even in my house, sometimes if I have like a milk chocolate, she would eat. But she was for basically 10 years. And one thing that she told me not so long ago, that she needed more happiness in her life, and she was not going out with any of her friends, basically, because food.
Brad's looking for a woman.
Yeah, Lila would be a good person.
Is she a vegetarian?
She's not
Not
anymore.
Aww.
She's not anymore. But I remember she was like explaining about some hormones, that goes low when you don't have this happiness
Yeah.
moments. And in Brazil, it's kind of like hard. I don't know any other vegan.
Yeah.
And might be part that people can't really hold because all their friends are not, they don't facilitate as well, Your family is pretty nice, but it's not all family that's going to cook different meals when you
Right.
go in their house. And at some point, even has some research that tells that the index of depression is higher in vegans.
Really?
What?
Yeah, well, check it.
can't-
ChatGPT.
I don't have free ChatGPT anymore.
You can use.
Have you seen that when you use ChatGPT too much during the day? It says the free version is
I don't
no
use
longer
it as much as
and
you
they
do.
give you like a bullshit version.
Just ask me, John, from now on. I'll
Ask
get your-
Brad GPT.
Yeah.
Brad GPT, I like that.
Before I forget, to answer your question, it is not hard to go vegan, but it is very difficult to stay.
See, I think it's the opposite.
Well, not for me. I wouldn't have stayed if it wasn't for the community.
It was not cooking every day. I don't think it.
But we were really searching at the end. At the end, it was just not the end, but 3 years ago, we really wanted to meet other vegans.
I mean, maybe it's just that since I've been vegan for so long, for me, it's not even something I think about. I don't get temptation. So for me, yeah, staying vegan it's
But
super easy. It's not.
if you're around, I feel like I use this
the alcohol analogy.
example ad nauseum. If you're around people that drink or people that smoke or people that do bad things, you're going to end up doing bad things. This keeps us on the straight and narrow. This keeps us on the vegan path.
But don't forget, dude, I was vegan for 10 years or 9 years.
You're the minority, though. Most people, if they're going out every single night with non-vegans, they're going to crack. She just told the story about her friend,
Yeah.
right? She's not vegan, she's not vegetarian or whatever she was because she doesn't have a community around her.
And
You need the community.
She was
around
the
her.
only one, and she was for 10 years very strict.
Yeah.
We were criticizing her all the time. That's the reality. And try force her to eat anything. That's
Right.
the reality. And she used to go in with us in the places and never eat. She had to eat before in her house.
Or you did to her the thing you always complain that other people do to you now.
Actually, I didn't do much.
Okay.
It was basically on the beginning. But at some point, we just didn't do it. But some of my friends, my mom's friends that always with us, she always try like really basically force her to eat something. Eat something, please, eat something.
And I think the
Right.
Brazilian culture also.
But for me, I was like used to go out with her. She always would eat before. It's kind of like I can see it right now. I can see how sad it is.
I can see with us, like it's hard to be different. When we're around you guys, we're not different. But when we're back at home, like I was at my parents' place for 10 days or 2 weeks, however long it was, and I'm different there, right? Every meal, like I'll eventually either crack or run away.
Yeah.
Brad is lucky. His mom is vegetarian.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I don't know. I don't think it's difficult being
Well, you've been for how long now? 30?
vegetarian over 30 years. It was hard in the beginning because, again, like you, I like to taste the meat, and there wasn't those substitute meat products. The world is just like, I feel like our brains are built different than other people, which is a disappointment, especially when your friends who you love and enjoy eat meat. I was at the promenade the other day, and they were having the petting zoo, and all the parents and the kids, they were so loving to the chickens and the ducks. And you know what they were doing right after that? They were going to eat chicken, and they were just showing such compassion.
Right.
So it's almost like our brains are built differently.
Right.
Yeah.
And if you're around that every single day, it's the cognitive distance, like you said. I honestly think you guys are, no offense, I think you guys are all naive to think that it's easy to stay vegan.
What?
It is so difficult. You can't do anything by yourself. You need other humans.
In a sense, he's
You're
right.
not by yourself, Joey. We're doing a f***ing vegan podcast right
for
now.
9 years. I didn't even have any.
And then
vegan
why did you
friends.
seek it out?
Well, because COVID made me a hermit, and I didn't want to be a creepy old guy who never leaves the house.
But it was more, you're a liar to say it wasn't more difficult before than it is now. You can relate now to 30, 40 people that you know. Before you knew no one. You literally knew no one, maybe one person. How could you relate?
I think we're just two different personality types in that.
Honestly, I'm going to argue this to the fucking grave.
Okay.
This is how people get rid of
John,
bad habits.
microphone.
This is how people get rid of bad habits. If you want to do good things, you hang around good things. If you want to do bad things, you hang around bad people. You can't do anything by yourself in this world. Sure, like sometimes you can here and there, but to have a continuous good habit, a continuous be vegan, a continuous,
You can
whatever.
do, but you can be pretty sad and get in
Right.
depression. That's why they say, because
And
some
be
people
alone.
some people try related this depression thing with lack of deficiency of nutrients or whatever, but in reality is because the vegans start isolating themselves because they don't want to go to the barbecue. They don't want, and they start being sad. And this is one of the parts when you think about it, the people that we love, like Brad was telling before, sometimes we know all them, we love all them, and we know that they are nice. But why they don't care about the animals? And we start thinking, maybe they're not so nice as I always thought. It's kind of like a disappointment and also sadness. For me, it's sad when I see my parents that I know they are nice people. I know they love animals. They have freaking chickens in their house. They treated them very well.
Your dad cries when a chicken dies.
Yeah, and they eat.
And then he eats chicken that night.
Not their chicken, his chicken,
Right.
but he eats chicken, and it make me sad. Like see my niece and nephew sometimes making jokes, because it's like empathy. You love animals, and it's kind of like it's sad, make me sad. And honestly, I don't know. Sometimes when I'm many days with them doing the same thing, I get sad many times, especially if we are eating, because I think in our minds it is they are nice people. Why they cannot see it?
Yeah,
they're nice. I know they're nice. So, but honestly, for Joey, 9 years by himself is a long time too. So I don't know if he would give up, but I'm
extremely introverted. And when COVID happened and the lockdown happened and everyone was complaining about not being able to go inside, I was like, what are you guys complaining about? This is amazing. Like I loved it, which is why I joined the group, because I needed to make sure that I didn't fall into that very comfortable trap of, isolating myself and enjoying it too much because I was already enjoying it a lot. I liked it too much. So I decided to join the vegan group.
That's a weird excuse, but that's okay.
It's not an excuse.
I mean, if someone's super,
it's a fact.
If someone's super introverted, super unsocial,
We really
or
like to stay at
really
home so bad.
doesn't give a shit at all what other people think, but really truly can like not give a shit, then it's easy for them to stay. But people that get influenced by other people that are, don't like being alone, don't like being singled out. It's hard. And I think a lot of people are like that.
Well, like I said, I had my reason for joining the group that had nothing to do with trying to keep myself vegan. That being said, I will acknowledge that I love the group and, I love the people I met in the group, including everyone here. I don't have any regrets, clearly. And I know that it was a healthy thing for me to join the group. And, I can't thank Amy enough for starting this group and, doing what she did. And hopefully we'll have her on this show where she can talk about it, because I'd love to hear her talk about it. But yeah, I may not necessarily agree with you that I would have eventually gone off the wagon or whatever, but I will acknowledge that joining the group is incredibly beneficial in numerous ways, including, having that community that I didn't have before. And for me, that's good enough.
Well, you like Brad, you said it earlier that you stayed more vegan because of the group. You said you slip
because
up
of
a lot
Vanessa.
less.
He doesn't slip up as much. Yeah.
Whatever. I think we understand.
Okay. So before we go, I want to mention the vegan block party that's going to be coming July 5th from 3 to 9 p.m. at Esplanade Park in Fort Lauderdale. You can get your tickets at veganblockparty.com. I'll be there. Vanessa will be there. John will be there. We'll be wearing our Vegans Talking Shit t-shirts. So come and see us, say hi, and let us know if you like the podcast or not, or if you think it sucks. But we'll be there, and we urge you to be there as well.
We accept gifts too.
The who?
Gifts.
What gifts?
Well, if someone wants to give me a gift, why
Okay.
cannot accept?
Well, you've earned a gift, yes.
Yeah, please.
Don't give John any gifts, though.
Just cash.
Well,
Venmo is fine.
It's just I'm just kidding, guys.
so July
I'm not.
5th, well, John's definitely not. July 5th, it's going to be freaking hot outside, so make sure that you wear a hat, sunscreen, sunglasses. It's going to be hot as shit, so be
Enjoy
prepared.
the hot weather.
Yeah,
It is good.
bring water. And
Yes.
with that, for Vegans Talking Shit, I'm Joey.
I'm John.
I'm Vanessa.
I'm Brad.
And yeah, we're done. Bye, everyone.
Ciao.
Bye.
Bye.